First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for being here. I apologize for the delay. As anyone who has been following this matter, there is an enormous amount of litigation around this topic. There's an enormous amount of conversation around this topic. And so many of us have been working through that. Did not mean to keep you waiting, and so please accept my apology for that. Today we have an impressive slate of witnesses who I think will surprise everyone and add important dimension to these issues. The most important witness, of course, is Robert Roberson. I'm very disappointed to say I don't believe that will happen today, and I'd like to go over why that is. As many are well aware, there's been a flurry of litigation in the Texas Supreme Court over the weekend. The upshot of that is that a valid legal subpoena for Robert remains in effect. If this committee wanted to take a heavy-handed approach, there are dramatic ways that we could enforce that subpoena. But we didn't issue the subpoena to create a constitutional crisis, and we aren't interested in escalating a division between branches of government. In fact, we have the greatest respect for every other facet of our government, and we want all of them to come together in our purpose here, which is making sure that Robert is heard. There's been a lot of discussion about video conferencing Robert in today. I believe that that'd be perfectly reasonable for most inmate witnesses. But Robert is a person with autism who has significant communication challenges, which was a core issue that impacted him at every stage of our justice system. He's also spent most of the last 2 decades alone, locked away from the modern technology we now take for granted. Video conference is poorly suited for Robert specifically to provide his testimony and would only further the harm he's already suffered. When I thought about the accommodations to be made, I considered his needs as a person with a disability above all other things. I also weighed the fact-finding needs of this committee, the entire purpose of the subpoena. Weighing those with the concerns that were outlined by the Attorney General, our committee simply cannot agree to video conference. That doesn't mean Robert won't testify at all. In the spirit of cooperation, we are in talks with the Attorney General's office right now about ways their position can be addressed while allowing our committee to hear Robert in person. I expect a quick resolution to these discussions, which are ongoing even at this moment, and I will update everyone as soon as those plans are finalized.